Really like Tokyo Revengers. And when I heard this manga was getting an anime adaptation, well, woo, yes! And to say I just liked it would be a lie. Depending on how it ends, it might be in my top 10 list. But Tokyo Revengers takes place in Tokyo. Yeah,
Ooh,
crazy. And follows the journey of Takemichi, who finds out his old girlfriend Hina got hit by a truck whilst watching the news. But whilst reflecting on how bad his life currently was, he ends up being pushed in front of a train and teleports 12 years into the past. Whilst teleporting back, Takemichi and Hina's brother team up to save Hina, which leads him to try and sneak into the gang called Tokyo Maji. Which begs the question, how did he survive the train? It was like 2 meters away from him. If you didn't know, he has to touch this guy's hand to teleport 12 years into the past. And what does Nato see when he goes back in time? Does he just disappear, or does he fall like he got folded? The manga does a lot of things right, in my opinion. Takemichi's development throughout the whole story builds up gradually as he goes from a pathetic person to a straight up rah ah with a little less violence and more talking. I would even consider him one of the few characters which are crybaby MC done right. Through the whole story he ends up redefining what true strength is, but he doesn't get stronger physically. His strength lies in not giving up, and it isn't like Naruto's. They have their own twist to it. Tokyo Revengers is really balanced. It can be romantic, comedic and intense when it wants to be, and happens mostly at the right time, which reminds me of anime such as Gintama and Konosuba. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe not Konosuba. Also, this anime barely takes place in high school. Yeah, an anime about being delinquents in high school barely takes place in high school. Do you know how happy I am? It kind of feels refreshing to see that. I've seen too much Adventure Guild, fighting demons lately. They all follow the same thing. Apart from Redo, that's in its own territory. And most of these characters don't even go to the same schools. There are no teachers and police that ever get involved, which I think is great to see because it gives more room to character development. I feel like you'd have a better experience watching that anime more than the manga, although the manga has really good art.